Believe that. Say your daily affirmations. You got to know this for you. You have to know this. Nobody can't force you. Speak life into yourself. Because just like Coach Stormy said, I remember I was listening to something. I was looking for a music clip for one of my little videos, you know, that you put in your little Facebook stories. And one of them was from Coach Stormy. She was like, I had to speak life over myself for nobody. Let me tell you something about speaking life over yourself. That's one of the things that's going to get you up out of that dump. Because if you know, like I know, sometimes it's some of us that we ain't got nobody. We don't have you can't call nobody mama, because guess what? You can't call mommy. And it's not, and let me tell you something. It's not, a lot of times, sometimes it's not even because they don't care. They ain't never been in your situation. So how they gonna tell you or instruct you on how to get out that pit? Baby, just pray. Click. You gotta understand this, baby. No, but don't nobody owe you nothing in this lifetime. And I know this ain't y'all first time hearing that. Understand this too. Everybody's on their own level of subconsciousness. So you act, ain't nobody there for me, man. Ain't this, down, and third. I had to do things by myself. Baby, if somebody ain't never been through that, how they gonna help you get through it? Come on now. Oh, they think this only for girl children too? What about the little boys? What about the little boys? A young child, a young boy child, and cousins come over. And little cousins are a little bit advanced. And little cousins been touched on or been molested. And think that's normal behavior. So now, oh, y'all want to talk about it, or y'all want to be fake? Now you growing up as an adult male, and you now have these tendencies that you can't really talk about. You go on and you live your life as an average man. That goes back into, if you haven't watched my video too as well, sexuality questioned after incarceration. Some men had these tendencies already. Now as a grown man, you still have these urges that's in you. You haven't tended to these wounds yet. Because you blame yourself. You feel like something is wrong with you. But these seeds have been planted in you since an adolescent. And now you see the same sex. You're turned on by this. And it's not your fault. Now you feel like you're the problem. Something is wrong with you. You're not normal. Why do you feel this way? And some people, they know why. But then they blame themselves like, okay, something's wrong with me. Baby, nothing's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. You haven't had anyone to explain to you that you were not at fault. That man wasn't supposed to touch you like that. That little boy who came over to play with you, that made his first move, baby, you wasn't even ready for that. You wasn't even supposed to be exposed to that. I understand, baby, you were confused, son. Holy Spirit, speak through me right now. Have your way. Let it be more of you and less of me. You were confused. I watched it. I seen and I know. But you were going to get through this. I watched you. I seen you battle. I seen you struggle. I seen you hold it all together. I seen that you were disgusted with yourself. You were confused. This thing poured out and it carried on into everything that was around you and everything that you placed your hands on. A lot of things, I've seen you carry it, and you carried it in a way that I was very impressed by. You said, well, Lord, how can you be impressed with my pain? I wasn't impressed with your pain. I was impressed on how you handled your pain. On how you carried your cross. And you kept going. Because a lot of people, we have so many crosses in our lives. A lot of people don't know, what's your cross? What's your cross? Is it drug addiction? Promiscuity? What is it? Pervertism, pornography, food, insecurity, scornfulness, resentfulness. I seen you carry your cross. And although it hurts, and although you're still hurting, and you haven't sat down to heal yet, that pain that you carried for so long is birthing something in you. And I know you don't see it now, and I know you may not believe me now. But if you come to me, I'm going to tell you what to do with it. I'm going to show you what to do with it. You felt like you had something so much to prove because you was trying to cover up all the things that were wrong with you, or that you felt was wrong with you. So I seen you overachieve. I seen you go above and beyond. I seen you produce with these thorns. So sometimes it's not only your cross, but I allowed that thorn to stay on your side. I don't want you to forget about me. You're not self-made. You didn't do this all by yourself. Them times when you wanted to give up, when you thought you wasn't good enough, when that doubt started to kick you from the front and the back, left and center, I was there in the mess. When you thought you wasn't going to make it. When the double-mindedness, you were living two lives. I seen it. I understood. I didn't judge you. I'm still waiting for you. You couldn't tell the world you wanted to trust somebody, but you know you couldn't trust. You could trust me. You carried it for so long. You ain't had nobody to turn to. You felt bad for acting upon those impulses. Living double lives. Conflicted in your spirit. Whether anybody knew or not, you were conflicted in your spirit. Your strength holding it all together up here.